What if you told you there's a crypto that's not just digital money, but the foundation of the next internet revolution? A coin that could outperform Bitcoin not in price, but in purpose. Welcome to Ethereum, the future of blockchain, smart contracts, and decentralized power. In today's video, we'll uncover why Ethereum is not just another cryptocurrency, it is the backbone of thousands of innovations shaping the future, from NFTs to DeFi, gaming, and even artificial intelligence. It's a technology that's quietly rewriting the rules of finance, ownership, and the internet itself. So, if you've ever been curious about what lies beyond Bitcoin, you're in the right place. We're going to break down what makes Ethereum so special, how it's changing the world right now, and what its future might hold. Stay with me, because this isn't just about investing. It's about understanding the next chapter of digital history. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is Ethereum? Imagine the internet as we know it today. Most of the apps and websites we use are controlled by large companies. They own the servers, they own the data, and they set the rules. Ethereum offers a different vision. It's a decentralized blockchain platform, which means it's not run by any single person or company. Instead, it's maintained by a global network of thousands of computers working together. But here's the major ingredient. Ethereum introduced something called smart contracts. A smart contract is just like a regular contract, but it's written in code and lives on the blockchain. These contracts automatically execute their trades when certain conditions are met, all without needing a middleman like a bank or a lawyer. This simple but powerful idea opens up a universe of possibilities. It allows developers to build applications, often called dApps or decentralized apps, that run exactly as programmed, without any chance of downtime, censorship, or third-party interference. Think of Ethereum less as a currency and more as a global, open-source computer that anyone can build on. This is where the biggest difference between Ethereum and Bitcoin becomes clear. Many people call Bitcoin digital gold. Its primary purpose is to be a secure store of value, a way to hold and transfer wealth digitally, much like gold in the physical world. It's brilliant at what it does, but its functionality is intentionally limited. Ethereum, on the other hand, is like digital innovation. While Bitcoin stores value, Ethereum builds value. It's a programmable blockchain that enables countless real-world use cases. If Bitcoin is the secure vault, Ethereum is the entire factory, complete with all the tools and the machinery needed to build new things. You can't build applications on top of Bitcoin in the same way you can on Ethereum. This programmability is what makes Ethereum the engine of innovation for what men call Web3, the next evolution of the internet. So, it's not a competition of which is better, but rather what is their purpose. One is a store of value, the other is a platform for creation. And people are creating incredible things on it. Let's talk about some real-life use cases that you might have already heard of. First, NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. These unique digital assets, from art and collectibles to virtual real estate, are bought, sold, and verified on the Ethereum blockchain. Every time you see a headline about a digital artwork selling for millions, that transaction was likely secured by Ethereum. Then there's DeFi, or decentralized finance. This is a complete reimagining of the traditional financial system. With DeFi apps built on Ethereum, you can lend, borrow, and earn interest on your assets, all without going through a bank. It's a transparent, open financial system available to anyone with an internet connection. And it doesn't stop there. The gaming industry is being revolutionized. Players can now truly own their in-game items like swords, skins, or characters as NFTs on the Ethereum network. They can trade them on open markets, bringing real-world economic value to their virtual achievements. From supply chain management to identity verification and the decentralized social media, nearly every corner of the digital world is being explored on Ethereum. Every transaction you see in the world of Web3 likely passes through the Ethereum network at some point. Of course, the early version of Ethereum had its challenges. As more and more people started using the network, it became congested and the transaction fees, known as gas fees, became expensive. This is where the most significant upgrade in Ethereum's history comes in, the merge, which transitioned the network to what's often called Ethereum 2.0. This was a monumental shift from a system called proof of work, which was energy-intensive, to proof of stake. Without getting too technical, this change made the network dramatically more energy efficient. We're talking about a reduction in energy consumption of over 99%. This move not only made Ethereum a greener technology but also laid the groundwork for future upgrades designed to make it much faster and more scalable. The vision is for Ethereum to one day process thousands of transactions per second, rivaling major payment processors like Visa. This would make it practical for everyday microtransactions, bringing blockchain technology from a niche interest into our daily lives seamlessly. With all this innovation, what does the future hold for Ethereum's price and its position in the market? Many analysts are incredibly optimistic. They look at the growing ecosystem of dApps, the explosion of DeFi, and the network effects of being the first and the largest smart contract platform, and they predict Ethereum could reach new all-time highs by 2025. As more of the global economy becomes tokenized and moves onto blockchains, the demand for Ethereum's block space could skyrocket. However, it's not a clear path to the top. Ethereum faces significant challenges. Gas fees, while improved, can still be a barrier for small transactions. Scalability is an ongoing race, and the fierce competitors like Solana and Cardano are offering their own solutions, boasting faster speeds and lower fees. These platforms are building their own vibrant ecosystems and are constantly innovating to attract developers and users. The crypto space is a battleground of ideas, and the Ethereum must continue to evolve to maintain its leadership position. So, as we wrap up, it's clear that Ethereum isn't just a coin you buy and sell. It's a movement, a technological and philosophical revolution built on the principles of trust, transparency, and the power of code. It represents a shift from a centralized internet controlled by a few to a decentralized one owned by its users. It's a bold experiment, and its final outcome is still being written, but its impact is already undeniable. So, before you decide to invest in it, or simply dismiss it as another piece of crypto hype, I encourage you to ask yourself one question: are you ready to be part of the future of the internet? Because whether you're a developer, an artist, an investor, or just a curious observer, this technology is shaping a new digital frontier. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of Ethereum. If you found this video helpful and you want to learn more about the technologies shaping our future, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us create more content like this for you. Let me know your thoughts on Ethereum in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.